combinations that are a little bit unintuitive from the start.
Yeah, and I think you hit the nail on the head there, Jet, because just in first and foremost, reaction tech chasing in this version of the game is really, really strong.
So good.
There are so many characters that can set up the tech scenarios off of throws, off of individual hits, off of setups, and the beauty of Loxodont is he can not only do it off of like hits like the forward tilt 1-2, the pullback, off of nair, off of throws, and off of that side B command grab. So he has so many ways just to dominate the game state if he's allowed to get his hands on you, and that's what Renzo's hoping to get a great started immediately. Be more on the Maypul though. Gotta have to play that heavy control game with the tether going first and foremost. Play to that speed, and so you can out-tempo a character like Loxodont.
Yeah, those heavy hits for Loxodont, though, coming out really well. But, an unfortunate miss there. And, all right, Loxodont going to be able to make it back on stage. Renzo surviving. But, Maypul almost had that great edge guard potential. I mean, it's a little scary to go off stage as Maypul. Obviously, you have that incredible forward air, but you have to be so careful because if you make one misstep, you do not have that huge vertical recovery. But, a little bit of miss there on the wrap. Unfortunate for Maypul.
Yeah, finally getting the grab, finds the Poppy reset, finds the forward air as well. You need to grab ledge here. But a great stall by Renzo to play around the ledge grab, but was just a little bit too low. Comes down and takes some anchor out on Lily, but she gets her revenge.
Up and now gets an even bigger combo, already 40%, but that forward tilt that sends right out. A lot of great poking potential on that. I mean, that's one of the best ways to deal with a character that's trying to dash dance a little bit out of your range. But right now, it's a huge lead for our Maypul player. Just setting up this ledge trap, getting a bunch more damage. But I mean, the Loxodont already sets up in the corner, gets that forward air. Should be getting a kill here. Oh no, the tether was just in time, but not even able to get that set up there.
It looked like the tether came out at at a punishable window, but it was perfectly timed for B-More to get past Renzo trying to spawn that magma, take advantage of Loxodont's secondary mechanic just as much as B-More has been utilizing all of Maypul's different plants. We saw Lily, we saw Terry, we saw Poppy, but we haven't been able to see like some really fluid edge guards yet. Renzo's been getting back to stage just fine, but it's been a little bit of a harder time to get him off of getting back to ledge, but getting him off the stage has been the hard part. Still, if you're able to control the game state like B-More is right now, you're not feeling too bad about when you get the kill, because you know you're going to get it eventually.
Yeah, I'm loving the neutral domination and the ability to keep that ledge pressure going for B-More or Viri. And they're true. Yeah, either way, when somebody's got two names, doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just great parry on the flower. Always a great way to deal with it. But yeah, I mean it's still just a massive lead here from Viri, who's finally suffering a little bit of punishment. I'm loving the use of the meatball to try to cover the close recovery, but it's just been it just hasn't been effective enough. It covers one direction, but Viri's been able to avoid that one. And now finding themselves in the corner is Renzo. Tries to get a nice upbeat, great regrab there on the ledge to just make sure it's a little bit safer, but it's still a huge mountain to climb, Maypul.
Yeah, it was a mighty risk for something that didn't have a ton of reward. But now that you have full magma, you do have the ability to chase as high up as Renzo wants to go. You see another recover back to ledge. The ledge special comes out. Again, hunting for some down airs. There is plenty of willingness to reset, but at 154, no Maypul should be surviving this long. The up throw, maybe even forward throw, is going to start closing out the stock despite not being close to the ledge, assuming you can find another grab just enough. Finding an air dodge to get back. Renzo put back off stage yet again. Getting to ledge is no problem. Getting back to stage to the hard part as Viri taking that game with a 2-stock. Fast-paced and furious with this Maypul.
Yeah, wrapping it up nicely. I do think there was a really just nice rinse and repeat situation there from Viri, who just was always ready for the options off ledge, had a game plan going in, and knew exactly what they wanted to do. They were just like, all right, I'm gonna sit at this exact spot. I'm gonna make sure whenever you try to come off ledge, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna hit you back off ledge. You have to rinse and repeat. You're gonna take a ton of percent, and eventually you're gonna die. It's not that hard to get a kill when you got the seed on you.
Yeah, that Watcher's Mark just it transforms the game for how Maypul can really play, because suddenly you have to worry about tether at any possible range, which
Mhm.
can throw off a character like Loxodont, who does have some build up and some wind up to a lot of his moves. Like he can up tilt to cover any direction of the tether, but not all the time are you ready to up tilt on reaction. Maybe you're setting up for your magma or a different style of ledge trap, and you're certainly very comboable with that big body. Hence the change in character here from one new character to another. The fleet comes out for Renzo.
Yeah, Fleet has been a really interesting character that we've been seeing develop a lot. I feel over the course of the past couple days. A lot of people were not super jazzed about Fleet earlier in terms of how good she was. That people were saying, she might not be that great. But I feel like there's been a lot of cool stuff coming out of like Void and KYB and DeBuzz. Recently, just I've seen a lot of impressive things coming out of Fleet recently, and I think that there's so much creative potential for combos. Like I was saying earlier, you can really extend things, you can really set up positions with that sticky, and just a lot of cool things to do with it. And speaking of that, already getting a nice setup, but didn't quite get the combo into the tornado that she was looking for. Now though, Viri tries to go off ledge, but it's a complete reversal of fates from the previous game where it seems like every time
Wow,
never mind.
Oh
okay. No.
So, an unfortunate little error there on the part of the Maypul, but I did love Viri's deck chase instead. Like, getting the wrap and choosing to play the tech scenario with the forward strong instead allowed for that early stock on a lightweight character like Fleet, as opposed to just taking the guaranteed damage. Sometimes you need to make those plays in order to get back into games, like it seems like Viri was trying to do there, but after losing initiative, just choosing to block on the trigger and try to get some semblance of control. But Renzo is all about the set play and is all in Viri's head right now. Finds the regrab and into the setup with the tornado. It is swarming and it's all over the place, Jet.
Wow, such an incredible coverage right now from Fleet. I mean, it seems like everywhere you go, this raccoon cannot find any purchase. But now, I mean, gets the setup on. Oh no, never mind. That's just I thought that was another sticky on the side of Fleet, but right now it's just very difficult for. What's got the combo? Oh, so close.
Yeah. Instead, we angle up the tornado, try to cover the platform, then cover the horizontal, but a good delay on Viri to go back low. Has the opportunity. Oh, he misses! You could have just had a forward air there, instead just went for the second forward strong, but it whiffed. Another forward strong whiffing. You have the jabs into down tilts, but with this float mechanic that Fleet is sporting on top of a suite of amazing keep out tools and keep away buttons, it is so hard to find another opportunity that isn't just swinging for the fences, as this whip might be denied. Are we seeing an upstrong? No, we're seeing Renzo take his time, ensure a solid game state, rather than start swinging and getting desperate. Maypul can pull some very nasty tricks out of her hat. We saw some forward air edge guards attempts a little bit earlier, and any one of those starting off of a dash attack could spell your demise.
Yeah, and Fleet not super well known for. Oh, I was gonna say. All right, never mind. I was gonna say you can't get a kill out of nowhere, but if you just do a wave dash in up strong, that's a great way to get it done. I mean, it's great jump call out. I feel like Fleet just controlled the game state there so well. You said the trapping and the projectile usage was just really difficult for Maypul to deal with. I mean, even though there was that SD. I still feel like the character selection was just so much better. And we have a third one. Okay, never mind.
We're pivoting.
we're
having some fun.
I mean, why not? This is the time to do it, right? In the first weekend of the Kickstarter beta, we're trying out all the characters. We're having a great time, and we want to know. A lot of people don't know who their main is yet. Maybe Renzo is like, I'm gonna try a new character every game, and whoever I like the most, I'll stick with.
And there's being able to try the new characters in a bracket setting can certainly offer completely different vibes than a casual setting. And he's a Rivals classic from a TO to competitor to every aspect of the scene. And if you're a Rivals 1 player, you have a pocket Kragg. Like, this is just the truth.
Yeah, Kragg is one of those characters that, you know,
he's the funny guy.
And he's a big rock man. Who doesn't love a big rock man?
Oh, we are crouch canceling in middle stage, trying to find some sort of offense. Looking for the down. Oh, we're swinging as well. Renzo looking for that forward strong. Gets up with the the grounded special to pull a rock. And on Merchant Port, this gives Kragg so much room just to retreat if necessary. And Viri is caught trying to start this vortex, but being met with Kragg's armor. Yet we're falling straight down. No recovery attempt even thought about.
Yeah, sometimes you just end up not able to hit a button in time. I thought that might have been another one of those situations when you run off and are trying to grab a block, but it's just not ready. Good parry using the invincibility to get through that aggression from Maypul, and now just a little bit of moonwalking, trying to find the up strong, but Maypul finds her way through that, and a little bit of advantage here. Doesn't get the down throw of the block that Kragg was looking for. Renzo is struggling a little bit to find this kill. Gets the up throw, but I mean, there's no follow-up after that. And trying to find the tech chase with the up strong. Still not finding this kill. Renzo is taking so much percent on this second stock. Ooble, it's looking so difficult.
Yeah, Lily getting in the way there of maybe some rock setups, and this is the type of Maypul edge guard that you want to see. Another ledge special coming down with the rock pull as well. Yeah. Once that first stock was dropped, however means it came about for Viri, it was all curtains from there. Suddenly you're allowed to play evasive, suddenly you're allowed to execute your more defensive gameplay loop, utilizing Lily and Terry as these corner setup and corner baiting plants. And once Maypul's allowed to just scurry away and choose her openings rather than create them, the gameplay becomes so much different, and we're seeing all of that come to play.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like there's some clear counterplay coming out from Renzo, knowing about how to deal with these plants. But at the same time, even though you parry every single one, it's not going to matter if you can't find your way in and you can't get a kill. And now there's this looping the seeds up in the air. Why not? Setting up with an up air into fair. Oh, and the plant off the lead. 2 plants at one time. Really setting up for a lot of damage on Kragg. Renzo on the back foot, trying to find his way back into this game, but it seems like it's going to be all wrapped up in just a moment here, Ooble.
Yeah, we're seeing like all 3 in succession, all 3 of the plant siblings, from Lily to Terry to Poppy showing up. Not the greatest of grabs, special pummels, but when Maypul can set up like this is where Maypul wants to be. Wrapped up with one of the strikes, but not able to find the second. Another one of those just slightly hesitant on the hit confirm, leading to Renzo surviving yet another interaction. And Kragg, he's known for playing that war of attrition and taking the long way in order to get the win. He's going to take a long way down, but it's not going to result in a victory for Renzo. And in 2-1 fashion, Viri's Maypul takes the first set of Rivals Recess Major 4's Rivals 2 bracket.
There it is. Yeah, nice job by Viri. Really liked how Viri was playing. It was playing off the ledge and sort of as on the Converse side, just ledge trapping. I think that position, like that ability to just take away a lot of stage with Terry and Lily was just a huge advantage, because it felt like Renzo was fine dealing with the plants while they were just, you know, on the stage. But once they were in that position where they were on the ledge and it was taking away their ledge roll or taking away one of their options, Viri was just able to rack up their percent, rack up the damage, and reset the situation so many times that, you know, by the time you were off the ledge, it didn't matter because you were at 150.
Yeah, it's the nickel and dime game plan and the hit and run style that Maypul is just so good at. Typically playing really grounded and not always committing high into the air with something like an approaching aerial and trying to play that 50-50. No, she plays in a very wave dash dance heavy game, try to set up and create a strong individual space for her to control. And I think that translates really well to Rivals too, because Not every character is as good at jumping around and utilizing the initial dash and platform boosting